She might be the least mother-like mother in the world. With blonde hair and a lazy, relaxed figure, she sleeps at home all day like the world has ended. She leaves all the housework to her son. It almost feels like she is the one who needs taking care of, not her high school son. But beneath that seemingly irresponsible face, is a girl whose youth was brutally cut short, and a resilient soul who used her entire life to support another person's youth. When Yasuko was 16, she met a terrible man. After she got pregnant, he abandoned her without mercy. When her parents tried to force her to get rid of the baby, this girl, who had not even grown up herself, showed shocking stubbornness for the first time. She said she was going to keep the child in her belly. Because of that, she cut ties with her family, and began the difficult road of raising a child on her own. After that, Yasuko Takasa's life was split in two. By day, she was the scatterbrain mom who needed her son to take care of her. Her housekeeping skills were basically zero. Even cooking could turn the kitchen into a total disaster. Whenever Ryuji had to go out, the thing he worried about most was reminding her not to use fire. At night, Yasuko worked at a bar. Under the flashing neon lights, she greeted customers with smiles and warmth. When little Ryuji asked where his father was, Yasuko showed no hatred at all. She only said gently that his dad had gone to a faraway heaven, and that even without a father, they would not be unhappy. She comforted Ryuji by saying she was a super mom. Years passed. Ryuji was now almost old enough to graduate from high school. To save enough money for Ryuji's college tuition, Yasuko took on many part-time jobs on top of her work at the KTV, but the intense workload soon crushed her body. Looking at his weak and exhausted mother lying in bed, Ryuji was filled with guilt and self-blame. He could no longer keep studying with a clear conscience, so he secretly cancelled some of his mother's part-time jobs. Then he and Taiga went to work in her place. They wanted to reduce his mother's burden, but in the end, Yasuko still found out. When she saw Ryuji and Taiga coming back from the workplace, all the emotions she had held in for so long exploded in an instant. This fierce argument tore open the wounds mother and son had both been hiding from each other. Yasuko's anger came from a mother's obsession. She wanted Ryuji to study hard and live a happy life, but Ryuji's next words left her silent.
勉強をしなかったのは誰だ？やりたいことをしてたのは、立派な人間にならなかったのは、全部お前のことじゃねえかよ！
Those words cut into Yasuko's heart like a knife. They also spoke out the regret she had carried for years. They were clearly both thinking about each other, but the words they said were full of hurt. The moment Taiga pulled Ryuji away and turned to leave, Yasuko seemed to see the back of the man who abandoned her all those years ago. Fear and grievance rushed into her heart. She left behind a watch that belonged to Ryuji's grandfather, along with a note with her family home's address written on it. Yasuko left home alone, and this escape eventually became the chance for reconciliation. Ryuji brought Taiga to his grandparents' house. To bring his mother back, he asked Taiga to leave Yasuko a message. They lied and said Ryuji was in danger. Worried about her son, Yasuko ran all the way back. She returned to the family home she had not stepped into for more than 10 years. When she opened the door, she saw Ryuji standing there completely unharmed, and behind him were her parents, who had been waiting for her for a long time. There was no scolding mother like she had imagined. Her mother only spoke softly. That one sentence made more than 10 years of pain and stubbornness collapse in an instant. Yasuko broke down in tears and finally made peace with her parents. This carefully planned lie finally brought the broken family back together. She might be the least mother-like mother in the world. With blonde hair and a lazy, relaxed figure, she sleeps at home all day like the world has ended. She leaves all the housework to her son. It almost feels like she is the one who needs taking care of, not her high school son. But beneath that seemingly irresponsible face, is a girl whose youth was brutally